Hey guys, how's it going? This is Rob and this is Jewelry Trading Post. I just had a quick video, I hope it's quick, testing this necklace that I just purchased for $22. And as soon as I saw it, of course, the red beads are screaming red coral. And the green and brown beads definitely look like turquoise to me. Looks genuine. Looks nice, very nice. And then there's of course all this silver beads and the silver clasp. And yeah, it's like, this is really cool. It didn't have a price. And this was at an antique store that I go to. Recently, I scored the David Yurman piece there. This was a different booth where she has so much good stuff and a lot of pearls and a lot of real gemstones and just kind of hanging there so you can just finger through them all. That's my favorite, when you can just look at it. So anyways, this didn't have a price, and it did have this description on it, which I found very particular, or very peculiar. It said Alpaca Silver, Turk for turquoise, and coral. And I was just thinking, alpaca. So anyways, it had this, but it didn't have a price on it. I'm going to try to cover her name. So the back of it was blank. So they called the owner and got a price, and they got a price of $22 for me. So I said yes. Okay, I'm going to cut this off if I can real quick for you guys. Or maybe I don't need to cut it off. Let me just... Well, yeah, let's just cut it. Make it quick and easy, huh? Quick and easy is always good. All right, so I just cut this off. Make sure I get it off. All right, so yeah, for you guys that know your jewelry, Alpaca is an area in Mexico, and they make silver-plated pieces. They look very silver. They look like silver, but they're not silver. Most of them have inlay. I've never seen an alpaca beaded necklace like this. So to me, this does not have any of the indicators of alpaca. Again, alpaca is normally like a lot of bracelets with like this flat, like, portion of the bracelet right there that will have a bunch of inlaid stones, and sometimes it's reconstituted turquoise and stuff like that inlaid into what is silver plate, not sterling silver, and they don't say sterling. So I was like, alpaca silver, this just doesn't look like alpaca silver. And so I looked at the clasp, and this is what the clasp says. Okay, on the back side, I was like, oh great, does that say 925? But it does not say 925. You'd think it would say 925 with a little square like that, but instead it says JBE. Is that picking up on that? JBE. I might need to clean my phone a little bit. Yeah, JBE. So while I was in the store, I just kind of quickly did, while they were checking, they took this up front to check on the price. And before they could come back with the $22 price on it, they did say, oh no, I looked it up, JBE. And there is a Navajo, according to the internet. Some people have, there's like this one bracelet with this leaf pattern, but with gems attached in the leaf, or like a stone right here, and it was a bracelet going all the way around with these leaves with the stone, and that was labeled JBE, and they attributed it to Navajo, and I don't know if that's accurate or not. So I would not just describe this as Navajo or Native American without knowing any better. You got to be really careful giving Native American attributes if you don't know for sure. But as of now, it is JBE. It does not look like alpaca. I've never even heard of alpaca makers putting their designer makers on it, like the artist's initials. I haven't seen it, not to say they haven't, but anyways, I want to do two tests real quick. I don't even know why I'm going to test this for For coral, there really is no reason for me to, because every indicator of coral is there, especially that big pitting action. And you know what? See that? See those grooves in there? That's coral for sure, without a doubt. See those black pieces? It's very organic looking. Maybe, what is this? Is this a bead that's been painted? Okay, now we might be getting into some like actual cheaper something. That's the only bead that seems painted. Maybe, or is that the sterling? You know what? She might be right. This might be Alpaca Silver. You see that? That definitely does look silver plated. So maybe it's not an alpaca piece. So I think I may be learning something here, guys. There may just very well be Alpaca Silver, which is plated. See this one? That corrosion there? Okay, so I had brought this little container here to test the vinegar for you guys only, because I'm pretty much convinced that's genuine red coral. So I'm not going to test it, but if you wanted to test this at home, you'd fill this up with some vinegar, just enough to like dip part of one of the bead in there. And any vinegar will do, but white vinegar is best. I just got distilled white vinegar here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to skip it, and let's just get to the silver, because again, that looks definitely genuine turquoise. See all the colors and the pitting action and the cracking. Turquoise is a very soft stone, so it gets a lot of wear on it, if that's the right word. See that big chunk that just kind of came out? So yeah, this is definitely, in my opinion, turquoise and red coral. Oh, and I didn't finish the sentence or finish the thought, but if you fill this up with vinegar and then you put the bead in there for red coral or any color coral, you put it in there, and if it bubbles, then it's real coral. I think shell can do the same thing, so you might want to be careful that you're not actually, and I think bone might too. So anyways, I'm not going to test this for the coral. I'm going to just spare us that for now. But let's just see about if this is alpaca silver or silver, and I mean sterling silver. Okay, so we'll first test the easiest part, which is this. The masculine end piece there, and the female end piece here, or male and female I should say, and they come off really nice and silver. Now these small little beads, maybe this is what she means by alpaca silver. Let's see, which one looked like it was almost paint? Let's see if we can find that again. But like this one's got all this corrosion on it. So let's just kind of test that without getting the actual turquoise. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go kind of deep on that just in case it's plated. And sure enough, that is coming off a gold color. So she might be right actually on this. It's not an alpaca piece, but it looks like silver plated spacer beads. But you know what? I'm fine with that. Let's just see if the clasp is indeed sterling with this 18K gold solution. And of course, you all probably know this, but if it's sterling, the streaks will not disappear and blue will form. So there'll be this blue, and they'll turn into blue streaks. Oh man, all right. Whew, for a second there, I thought that was going to disappear. So yes, we do actually indeed have sterling toggle clasp, but we do not have sterling spacer beads. I'm going to clean this real quick and I'll be right back. And cleaning off that stone. You guys, if you do this chemical test, or acid test I should say, be careful because those fumes come off of it, and you can actually see the fumes. but you do not want to be breathing those in. So that's it, guys. This is a silver, red coral, and turquoise beaded necklace with sterling silver clasp marked JBE. And I still have to figure out who that maker is. But yes, the spacers are silver plated. Some of them have some pretty heavy wear. But I do think this is a really nice necklace. Let me see if I can show again how big it is. But it measures, let's see, it measures 32 inches long, 32 inches, and it weighs, let's see, it's heavy, let's see, I don't know why this does this sometimes. Okay, so we're on pound and ounces, just to give ounces. It gives 3.5 ounces. So that's a lot. It's a lot, 3.5 ounces. It's heavy. It's a lot of red coral, a lot of turquoise, and a lot of silver plate and sterling. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you don't mind me skipping the coral, but I don't want to do any damage to it because that is a what they call a destructive test. You know, the vinegar eats away at the coral. So I'd rather just let you know how you do it, which is putting vinegar in there, put the red bead in, and look at it. Make sure you have a magnification of some sort just so that you can actually see what's going on. And bubbles will just start coming off of the surface of the coral. Bubbles will just start coming out. Like, it's really cool looking, but again, it is destructive. And I'd rather just not do that right now if I don't have to, which, again, by the appearance of this, it has all the appearances and telltale signs, all the pitting, and the black parts, and, you know, the discolor, you know, how this just looks organic, like there's some whitish parts, and, you know, like it was naturally formed. And so anyways, I'm just gonna ask you guys to take my word for it, but that's genuine red coral, genuine turquoise, silver plate, and sterling silver necklace. $22. I'd say that's great in my opinion, and it is signed JBE. Okay, you guys, you have a great and blessed day. Peace.